can I just very, very quickly talk to you about the TVNZ report that has been released, and you'll be absolutely delighted about this. I can't express how delighted you will be to know that Television New Zealand News have released an internal investigation report on themselves, that's Television New Zealand News, with the conclusion that they are not biased. They aren't biased. They've got a TVNZ internal report that says that their news gathering is impartial and their news reporting is of the highest journalistic and integrity standards. I knew you'd be thrilled. This was after an Australian by the name of, now what was his name? Alan Sunderland, who worked for ABC Australia and the SBS over there, which is sort of like the woke broadcaster of Australia, under huge criticism itself for its lack of impartiality and its political bias, came over here, wait for this, viewed 1 week of TVNZ's news, and then wrote this report saying that John Campbell, Jack Tame, Mikey Sherman and the rest of them, including the weekend TVNZ news crew, are in no way biased, but report with clear guidelines and show and exhibit no partiality or preference in the way in which they interview or present their stories or presumably write their opinion pieces in John Campbell's case. Isn't that nice? Now, it's laughable, I have to say, that one woke broadcaster from the state broadcasting network in Australia, suffering the same, I have to say, accusations and allegations, should come to New Zealand, look at the construct of TVNZ's news for 1 week and say, it's fine, it's impartial, there's not a hint of political bias here, it's okay. And that Television New Zealand should then trumpet the Sunderland report as proof positive that they're impartial. Yes, but guess what? They refuse to release the report. Now, they say, Television New Zealand News, that they have been given the clean bill of health by a woke broadcaster from Australia, that they are impartial and reporting with integrity, but on the other, they're refusing, in actual fact, to release the report so that we can see whether or not that's true, or whether or not there were some justifications to that, or some question marks around it. Extraordinary. So there you go. TVNZ have told you that they are biased. They've got a report, unbiased. They've got a report apparently that says this about them, but they're not going to share that report with you because they're not. And anybody who thinks, can I just say, that John Campbell, Jack Tame and Mikey Sherman don't on a regular basis let their prejudice and their political passions ride out rampant ahead of them, yeah, I guess you must be Mr. Sunderland, the man from Australia, who spent a week in New Zealand and went, yeah, everything's tickety-boo. Well, did he really say that? Because Television New Zealand are not letting you have his report. They're just giving you what they consider to be a summary of it. Oh my God. Television New Zealand, it's not that you had a credibility problem before this, because nobody trusts you anyhow and everybody knows that you're biased, but can I just say there is a good analogy which has been used for generations of New Zealanders, that it is, it's always best to close your mouth when all you're doing is putting your foot in it. And in this particular case, the Sunderland report and its non-release by Television New Zealand is even more revealing than the fact that they had to do a survey onto their own bias anyhow. Those are my thoughts this morning. What are yours?